She just really loves Olive Garden salad.
Who's that? That snowman gonna get that baby. We're at Target. We got a bunch of preschool books and some Christmas presents. I gotta get that baby. I was dancing the camera to that song just for you. Oh, yeah. The camera sad.
What to say?
Who wants Olive Garden?
Me!
Diggy! He is forward facing because we had him forward facing in Nessa's car and I did not have time to switch the straps and everything back. You guys, I'm starving.
No, she did like I did when I said when you said who wants Olive Garden.
Oh,
Yeah, I got her to do it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I got her to. I did it 6 times.
So this last week, y'all, I think I already mentioned this yesterday, but total as of today, even when we went to that baseball game and I like splurged a little, still lost more weight today. This week, since last Monday, I lost 6.5 pounds. And all I did is clean eat. That's it. I didn't starve myself. I didn't do anything crazy. Still had gluten. I just had like, you know, I just was reasonable. Didn't snack. I don't know.
What letter did you find? And remember to write it down there in the little circles.
I found D.
She just really loves Olive Garden salad. Can you get a picture of this?
Yeah, trying to do it.
You gotta. Well, we would have had a delightful lunch, and we did mostly. But Audrey Bear threw
the red and white
up.
in there. You can play sound through there.
Luckily, I was kind of paying attention to it right when it happened, so I instantly grabbed the napkin and was like, and then got wiped. So it just got all over. It got all over our seat cover, the like high chair cover, and Kyle had to like. I was like cleaning up the mess at the table, and then Kyle, he put a napkin on him and like put the baby in between him and the napkin. He went and finished it while I cleaned up. She like threw up too, y'all. This wasn't like spit up. She was like, blah. Like we were like, where did this come from? Who knows? Might have a little something, or maybe just from the heat and everything. But luckily, it happened at the end of the meal. Except that meant that her tummy was full.
We're going home?
Yes. Yeah, we were gonna go to Costco, but
It's not happening.
I mean,
That's fine. We'll go tomorrow or something.
yeah, let's just go tomorrow when you get home. Ugh.
Hey, you gotta stop, you know? You have stop right there in front of me.
It was like, I stopped for no one. Some car was like ignoring the stop sign.
It's a private parking lot. It's just a suggestion.
Alright, you guys, so you knew it was coming, but we were nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge by several people, and so we're gonna do it. Funny, because Kyle's mom and I were just talking about, she was telling me how it irritates her when she sees people complain about it because it's just, don't be so pessimistic and like whatever. This is like a really, it's like she was saying, and she's dead on. It's like, why not have fun promoting something? Like, that's a good thing. This is a good thing. Sorry, I got interrupted. I was just saying that, like, it's anytime you can do something, like Vanessa was like dead on. She was like talking about how, and her and I were both talking about how like, you know, they do turkey trots. Yeah, you can just go donate some money, but like they do these turkey trots where you run and you donate money. It's just a way to make a community involvement and have fun to do something good, and it makes it fun. And it's, so anyway, we're doing it. So Kyle, do you know who tagged you, or who tagged you? Wow, who what challenged you? That's it. Haha. All right, so we're gonna do this, y'all.
Yeah. Great, come on, buddy. Come here.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Okay, we're gonna do it tomorrow. So.
All right, Sophie, we gotta do it tomorrow. Oh, okay, we decided to wait till tomorrow because Grayson just got bit by ants and it's too dark. Come here, buddy boy, we'll get you. So we're gonna do it tomorrow morning early. They're a little disappointed, but we're gonna do the bucket challenge in the morning, okay? All right. Poor Gray got bit by ants.
And we have to go to Costco after.
You okay, buddy? Well, anyway, now I can finish my thought. Earlier I was saying, but yeah, Vanessa and I were talking about it, and she was like, she brought it up about how she was like, I don't like the people who are just whatever. Yeah, it does. It's like, why not make something fun? Because it's not just about like, I mean, it's a really good way to, one, spread it, two, have fun doing something good, and three, it's really nice because it does form this like sense of community because we're all doing it and it's all fun and it's all silly. And I've read so many blog posts and news articles and all this stuff about people who have it, or have family members who have it, who said that like they love it because before this no one knew what it was. And that even sometimes, I read one particular blog where the lady said that she mentioned that to her doctor, that her husband had it, and her doctor had to sit there for a second and think about it and go, oh, Lou Gehrig's disease? Like, she only knew it by that person's name. And you know, the wife was like, yes. And then she was like saying that, you know, even the doctor only thought of it that way. And she said that's because, you know, it's easier to attach the disease to a person. And if that's the way it has to be to spread the word, to like get, you know, to help with something, that's like, it can only be a good thing. So anyway. So we're gonna do it. We were supposed to do it. We had time to do it tonight, but the baby stayed up later. So by the time we got her to sleep, it was already going down dark. And then when I was filming, I was like, it's too dark. You're not gonna be able to see the reaction. And that's the funniest part. So I was gonna do Kyle first, then he was gonna do me. But now we have to wait till tomorrow. Audrey seems to be feeling better. When we got home, she was like laughing and just wanted to play. But I don't know, like you never know with babies. Like sometimes, like just something might set them off and they may not be sick at all. Sometimes they're sick, but like they're really resilient, so they kind of like just go through it and you wouldn't even know it. And you wouldn't even know they were sick if they weren't doing other things. And then sometimes they're like sick and you know they're sick because they're sad and sick. So I don't know, but she seemed okay. She definitely was, every time I like was near her, she was like, mom, 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 like not saying the word mama, of course, but she just wanted me. But she also does that anyway, so I don't know, but she seems fine. Alright, you guys, we got the kids. This is all their new pre-K and kindergarten. And some of it's like first grade, but it's stuff that's like she's ready for. All their learning books for the year. Like we got her grade 1 math, grade 1 edition, because she's at that point with math. She's really good at math. I think she's gonna take after Kyle. We have this book here, which is rated really high. I'm technically we're homeschooling because we teach the kids, but we're not like real homeschooling because the kids aren't, like Sophie doesn't start kindergarten until next year, but I don't want her to go the whole year without learning. And we were gonna put her in a preschool, but it was only for 2 days a week. They had a class that's for kids like her where they're not old enough for kindergarten, but they're older than like a young preschooler. They're like an older preschooler, so they had a specific class for that. but it was only 2 days a week. So Kyle and I decided the cost and what she'd get out of it wasn't worth the money, because at that cost, it's like really we're paying for her to be social. And she's already social. Like we have a mom's club. She does her ballet stuff. There's homeschool groups around here that do activities, and so we thought that like it just wasn't.
You're supposed to drive a little letter.
Isn't that to be the right way to describe it? It's not worth the money for what she's getting out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Like, and that not that it would be not good. I mean, I guess if like we had all the money in the world, we would just do it anyway.
Yeah.
But we don't, and so we're just gonna do it ourselves.
By the way, if anyone out there has all the money in the world,
Yeah, please share. So we're trying to whatever. But anyway, we got when Sophie was younger, we would buy learning pre-K books for her specifically, and so they've kind of been used up over the years, or the ones that are reusable, they're kind of just like the dry erase ones, like they've just been, most of them have like been destroyed at this point. So we needed new ones for Gray. And then obviously like Sophie, want to take her to the next level, because I still want her to learn, you know? Anyway, so that's what that all is. So we got ourselves a little hookup here. Plus we already have some stuff still. We still have some learning and curriculum stuff, and we have bunches of flashcards. Kyle's a big fan of flashcards. He likes to do those with the kids a lot. Kyle, are you gonna call the exterminator and shove them like down on the ground into the ant piles? Be like, eat your mistakes.
that's not how.
Kyle's not as mad as me. I'm so mad at them. But he's gonna call them and get them to come back out for free and redo everything. And then after that, do more. Kyle, he's being too nice. Let me tell you something about my husband, whom I love. I love him.
And then you call for spot.
No.
Yes.
Kyle.
That's the whole thing.
No.
Everybody does that.
No.
Termix does that.
Kyle, we've never had to have them spot treat to this degree ever in our entire time of having them. Ever. Especially after they were supposed to do an extended ant treatment that was for the yard. He's like defending bad service. It's what I was going to say. Let me tell you a little something about my husband, which I'm going to say in front of him because he knows how I feel. But Kyle is like very firm, and he stands by he sticks to his guns, and he's like got a good opinion. But sometimes with stuff like this, I feel like you're too nice. I do. I think he's too nice. And it's so funny because in other areas of life, he's not. Like, he's like, no. He doesn't let anyone like do anything. But in this area of life, it's like, he's too nice.
No, there you go. Like a pro.
Oh, so good.
And then a line.
I love you.
Right.
Still.
But still.
Yeah. That's right, still.
Same to you, buddy.
Maybe it's just like the mama bear in me, but when my kid steps in ant dens twice within a week, and I got bit too. Like, I have ant bites on me and on my finger because when I was helping Grayson, they got on my hand and I was like, oh no! Oh well.